Yesterday I did Gucci, and today Fendi, so
it's hot. Hey, it's Nikki Jensen.
And Brie Piccone.
And we're Late to the Party, a weekly podcast from two best friends mentally at the Adobe Theater, hosted by Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes. I'm always thinking about Whoopi Goldberg as the Oscar. Like, I don't know, in my mind, she's like the ultimate Oscar host.
Agreed.
Or at least up there.
The best. I think her opening monologue for, what was it, like 99 Oscars is like God tier.
I agree.
And Whoopi Goldberg is God. Not to be blasphemous right out the gate, but
something about Whoopi Goldberg in the 90s too, just like, I don't know. She just brings me so much joy.
Agreed. I don't know. She just brought a room together.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know if today it would have the same effect, and that makes me sad. Like,
I know. Well, what else? Other hosts like Billy Crystal. I feel like synonymous with Oscar hosts. Steve Martin. All the early aughts.
What's his name? Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman was good.
He was really good. He's like, I forgot about him, and like, I forgot that he hosted and did such a good job.
I always forget about Hugh Jackman.
But he's great.
We'll talk about it. He's good.
Yeah.
Who else? That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Like, I remember Ellen hosted.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
It's okay. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Ellen's just Ellen.
She put an Oscar in like a baby Bjorn.
Yeah. Which was kind of funny, but
yeah. You had to be there, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways. Oh my God. I feel like we haven't recorded a podcast in so long, just you and I.
It does feel like a long time.
It's been too long.
Yeah. What has it been, a couple weeks?
It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And now it's Oscar season. Our football, our Super Bowl.
It's this trophy that we will give out to our own categories for this episode.
Which, if you won an Oscar, Brie.
Yeah.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brie, you just won the Oscar.
Okay.
For Best Actress in a Supporting Role for The Master of Disguise 2.
Me?
Pistachio's New Groove.
What? Me?
As Mrs. Pistachio.
Ooh, I'm married. I locked it down.
You secured
I pushed
the ring.
What's her name out the way?
You said, no. No, what is her name? Jennifer Esposito. Why do I know that? Push her aside. You and Pistachio.
Ooh, okay.
And Dana Carvey's in the audience, just woo!
He's cheering me on. Oh, I get to, then I'd kiss him then, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, you have to, right?
Yeah, you have to, like...
Wait, am I married to him in real life, too? Why did I just take it down? I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm so in character.
Not the point. The point is you just won an Oscar. For Master of Disguise 2, Pistachio's New Groove.
Yeah.
Who else? Mike Myers is there to hand you the trophy.
Oh my God.
Him and Liz Hurley. It's a real 90s comedy renaissance here.
Okay.
Anyways. Oh, and Martin Scorsese's also there to hand you the trophy.
He's there too? This is a lot.
Too.
Like, this is...
What is your Oscar speech?
Oh my God. Wow. I didn't think that this would happen. I never thought, for one, that I'd be cast alongside Dana Carvey. So I'd like to thank the directors and Dana Carvey for really, writing for me. And I want to thank my family. And I don't know, this is great. I want to kiss everybody. I want to hug everybody. Thank you to everyone. Y'all know who you are. Nikki, thank you. Thank you. I don't know. My parents. The universe. Martin Scorsese. Thank you. Thank you.
Throw it down. You're like, thanks.
I'm gonna put this in my bathroom.
Bravo. Do 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 do. Wow.
Oh, that was a lot. That build up. Wow. I feel like I lived a whole dream just then. I feel like I was there.
You didn't get played off.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I tried to make it short
and sweet.
I tried.
Loved it.
What about you, Nick?
What am I winning for?
Okay, Nick.
I love how right out of the gate, too, it's just bits.
Oh, set it up like she doesn't know she's gonna win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're
Oh.
you're announcing the runner-ups
Okay.
and everything.
All right. For best lead is it the best lead actress? What do they do when you're the best actress? Best actress
in a leading role.
In a leading role. Best actress in a leading role. We have Nicole Kidman for The Hours.
By a nose. By a nose.
I was gonna say Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost, but that's not really a lead. I don't know. I'm getting this all. And we have Nikki DeBrango Jensen in my biggest, fattest Greek wedding ever. The Greekest wedding. It's the follow-up, the in-between between the first big fat Greek wedding and the other one. It's the 1.5.
My biggest, fattest, Greekest wedding,
Yeah.
1.5.
What's her name? The lead actress couldn't fulfill her role. So
I'm Tula?
you're Tula now.
I knew that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The straight to DVD.
Wait. No, it was your performance was so good. Some would say even better than the original Tula. And that is why you're here tonight. And how do you feel about that?
Did I win?
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know why they picked me to be a presenter.
And the Oscar goes
to Nikki.
You like me. You really like me. I've always dreamt of this. I always, as a child, rehearsed my Oscar speech for my biggest, fattest, Greekest wedding. I just knew. I wasn't Greek. I wasn't big. I wasn't fat. I've never had a wedding, but I knew one day I'd be on the stage. Thank you. Oh, God. Thank you, God. Thank you to the gays. I love the gays. And that's it. No one else. Because you didn't believe in me. That's all I'm saying. And I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank John Corbett. And I'd like to thank God again. And also the gays. Thank you. Oh, and I'd like to thank my mom. And my dad. And the Academy. And my dream is to be played off, so I'm just gonna keep this bit going. Thank you!
Yeah! Woo!
I'm king of the world!
I was like, I don't have my phone. I can't pull up music. I was hoping Bree was gonna do it.
I was waiting to be played off. That's a dream.
I would have kept. I don't know. I was here for it.
Ooh,
Thank you.
we can add it in post.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I was thinking just now. We'll just
I'll probably have to edit that speech.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Wow, that was such a high. I get it now.
I do too, actually. Even winning fake Oscars that we've made up.
It's great. I don't think I've ever won a real award for anything that's, been important.
Not a participation trophy for 2004 9 to 10 girls for basketball?
No, not even.
Well,
I mean, dancing ones, but it's not the same. You're like, It's like,
but you danced.
yeah.
That's an award.
But you're not, well, yeah, but it's not the Oscars. No one gets dressed up like it's not the same. There is no slideshow of all the winners beforehand.
Oh my gosh. So, okay. Today we're talking about the Oscars. Just in general, we've done a couple episodes now where we've talked about the 1999 Oscars.
Yep.
The Saving Private Ryan Shakespeare in Love year.
Yes.
We've talked about 2003.
Yes.
We've talked about 2002.
Yep.
And
basically our favorite years.
The best years, which we'll probably reiterate throughout this entire episode because I feel like that's where my mind goes when I think of the Academy Awards.
Same.
But there's things that have happened since then and before then.
Yeah, we have to talk about it all.
Talking about it all. I think because we were going to talk about the 2000 Oscars. And, you know, I think that it's something to touch on. That was a very could have been a very interesting year. It's very complicated because it's like the year American Beauty wins. But it's also the year that the Cider... like, Michael Caine wins for the Cider House Rules. Michael Caine.
Yes.
It's a very, like, play it safe year, but there's a lot of cool things happening.
I agree.
But we love the Oscars too much. I feel like I want to talk about the greats. I want to talk about Meryl. I want to talk about Kate.
Yes.
I want to talk about Brie Piccone in Master of Disguise 2. I want to talk about all these things because I love the Oscars.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it's like there's so much about the Oscars that I love. Like, mostly the show of it all. Just everyone getting together, appreciating cinema. You know, obviously there's the drama of it all, but there's also, like, the excitement, the lead up to, like, you know, like, all year, like, you just, like, anticipating this moment. And you're like, oh, what's gonna win? And, like, predicting your own. Like... I will say this year, I wish I'd seen more movies, you know, that have been nominated and stuff to really get into it. But I feel like I have some opinions on some of the nominations.
100%. 100%.
But just that feeling, like, just overall, I just love, like, the anticipation. Like, I remember as a kid, just it was always on, like, always tuning in. Some years stuck out more than others.
What was the first in your memory year that you, like, glued into the Oscars?
I'm trying to think. Because I know I definitely saw the one where Anne Hathaway and Emily Blunt like do the costume design. But what that would have been
2007.
I had to have seen it before 2007, though. I don't know if I really tuned in, though, before. Like, I tuned in, but I don't know if I, like, you know. I think as a kid, as much as I liked award shows and would watch them, I'd watch them with my aunt all the time. Like, she was always really into that stuff. So I thank her for that. But I should have thanked her in my speech. But anyway. I don't know. Maybe it was... I really don't know what year. But around that time, maybe 2000... Maybe somewhere like 2005 or 2007, somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
What about you?
I feel like I was like way too young to watch it, but I do remember the year that As Good as It Gets won. So I think like 98.
Okay.
I remember that being somehow a big deal. I remember the 99 because it was like the Gwyneth and like Shakespeare in Love and Elizabeth. And I remember that was like a big thing in the household was that Oscar season. But I was always into performing and acting. And so I feel like in my house, they'd be like, Nikki, the Oscars are on. And like my family's really into that.
Yeah.
So I think like from a very early age, so probably early to mid 2000s, I was like very tuned into placing your bets on who's going to win Best Picture, Best Actress. And as I got older and I was allowed to see more movies, it was how many Best Picture films can I see? So it's like you almost have like a scorecard and you're like ticking it off, you know?
Yeah. I was going to say, I just like remembered something. Like, I feel like I watched a lot of the red carpet beforehand, and I probably paid more attention to that at the time.
It was, well, I mean, like growing up in the early 2000s, that was huge anyways.
Yeah.
Like, and then like Fashion Police, like with Joan Rivers. And even before that, I remember like Star Magazine, like in the grocery line, would have the best and worst dress. But the Oscars, that time is like when the most interesting fashion.
I agree. Yeah. Like 90s Oscar looks are the best. And some early 2000s as well. Like, I don't know. And I've seen some people that have said like, have put certain outfits on the worst dress list, and I disagree.
Like what? What are you?
Well, there's Tyra Banks, like her look. I think it was the year 2000, and it's like this purple princess dress. Like, I don't know. It's very like poofy and floofy, which I'm not usually into that kind of dress, but she looks like a cake, honestly. Like, she looks like a cake topper, but I love it.
I yearn for the days when... See, like, I'm not a big fan of that dress, but Tyra Banks is gorgeous. But, like, I yearn for the days of when it was before, like, the big stylist and before every single actress played it safe, where you would get, like, a random, like, I don't know what actress I'm thinking of, but I know there was, like, a plethora back then of like a girl in a cupcake dress.
Yes, it is like a cupcake dress, but I love it. I don't know. It's just like, it gives me a sweet tooth. She looks like a piece of candy, and I think, I don't know, it's just so fun. And it's not like, you know, I've seen some ugly dresses, and I don't think it's ugly. It's definitely like a moment to me. Like, I mean, it's a little over the top. I love when people are over the top. Also, Whoopi Goldberg's 1993 outfit, and it's like a jumpsuit, and it's got like, it looks like a dress, and then it opens up to like a jumpsuit. So it's like purple and then like lime green on the inside, and her hair is kind of done up, and she has these long earrings. I don't know. It's like kind of over the top.
It's very fun.
But it's fun. And I'm like, how could you say that's, I don't know. I just, the 90s.
That just reminds me of when Cher wore the Bob Mackie number and won for Moonstruck.
Yes.
And how she got up on that stage being Cher and being amazing. And was like, what did she say? She was like, you know, this isn't, you know, because the whole thing, like her critics were like, she doesn't look like a serious actress because of how she dresses. And she makes like a tongue-in-cheek nod to that in her Oscar acceptance speech.
I'm glad.
And I just love that. And that's one of the most iconic Oscar dresses.
Yes.
That Bob Mackie. I like think when we talk about Oscar fashion, fortune favors the bold with performances, but also with Oscar fashion.
I agree.
I think the most memorable pieces are the ones, like, you can't just wear a black dress unless you're Angelina Jolie and you pull out your leg.
True.
You have to do something though. Yeah. She
kind of looks like a vampire too, which is a mood.
Love that. And I love how it became a meme.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't just wear a black dress to the Oscars and stand out.
Agreed.
What are a couple of your other?
A couple other like fashion moments that I'm like,
let's have a Joan Rivers moment first.
Okay, well, Celine Dion, her dress in '97. It's like all sparkly. It reminds me of Bob Mackie. I don't know who the designer is, but it's like, it's very shimmery. And then it starts like lighter at the top, and then it gets like darker at the bottom. It has like a slit up the front. And
it's like a faux necklace on the top almost.
Yeah. I don't know, but I just think it's gorgeous. I think she looks great. Yeah. I just love her energy too. She's kind of carrying the dress behind her and is just like feeling herself.
I love a Celine Dion moment on the red carpet in general. Like the year that I don't think she was nominated, but the year she wore that backless number where it looked like her dress was backwards and she was wearing a fedora.
Yes. Oh, I love that so much.
It's so bad. It's so good.
Exactly. I mean, yes, it is kind of like a worse dress situation, but the best. Like she still gets points because she's Celine Dion and she can, I don't know, it's just a bold move. I I'm with you. I think Fortune favors bold.
For sure. I mean, even like when I think of iconic dresses, I think of Hilary Swank in 2000 when she wins for Boys Don't Cry.
Mm-hmm.
That look, it's very timeless and very classic, but it's also olive, and she has the short hair with the neck. Something about it is very interesting.
I love the whole look, like the whole shebang. Like when I was going through this list, like putting my own like favorite looks, I was also thinking like the whole, like the hair, whatever accessories, you know what I mean? Because you're right, it takes more than just a little black dress. Like she really, that color really suits her, and you don't see an olive green on the red carpet a lot for some reason.
Not really. And it's so funny because, you know, Hilary Swank is like an early 2000s Oscar mainstay.
Yeah.
Because she wins for Boys Don't Cry in 2000 and then in 2005 for $1 Million Baby.
So good.
And like, I feel like Hilary Swank $1 Million Baby, like the blue dress is like drilled into my head just because of her press coverage at the time. Because it was Hilary Swank and it was like 2005.
Yeah.
But that's a very like play it safe kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, something about the short hair with just the necklace that it's almost like into her skin in a weird way. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The way it lays down. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I love it. It's like a collar, maybe?
Yeah.
Sort of?
Yeah. It is like a collar. A jewel collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she looks great. Like,
beautiful.
Yeah, I love this look.
I was speaking of like bad fashion that I think is good. I was just looking at the 2009 like best and worst list. Amy Adams, when she wears the red like corset gown with the big statement necklace, worst dressed. And I always thought that was like a timeless dress with like a accent, but they called it a Skittles necklace. And totally dragged her. But I've been living with, how long is that? Like 13 years of thinking that was one of the best dressed moments.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's like a chunky.
Or I just thought the general public liked it. It wasn't my personal favorite. I just thought it was like everyone liked it.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. It's not that bad. I think it's where we were at, though, in 2009 as well with fashion. Like, that was like, I feel like I had something similar to that, but not, you know what I mean?
Recession core.
Yeah, maybe.
Everyone loved a good statement necklace.
Yeah, I think it was just the statement necklace of it all. I mean, it's not that bad. Any
other red carpet favorites?
I really like Diane Keaton. Another one from 97. She has like this white suit. She's like head to toe white suit. She also has this like rhinestone collar situation, which I think is a vibe. And she's wearing gloves, and she has like these like platform boots. And I don't know. I think it's just a look. I mean, it's like kind of typical Diane Keaton, but kind of like elevated for like a red carpet moment. And I don't know. I love her style in general, but I like how sharp this look is and how clean it is, but also like mostly because of the choker, I think is why I picked it. Because I was like, ooh, that's fun. Like
90s Diane's unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so 97, so that's like post First Wives Club.
She's feeling herself. I don't know. I love a good choker necklace anyways. And
ditto.
Yeah.
That makes me think of another favorite is Cate Blanchett in 1999. I believe it's Galliano, but it's the back where it's like the hummingbird.
Yes. Stunning. Ooh. I love a good like cutout back or like, but this one's so creative because it's got like flowers. Like it almost looks like a tattoo. Or
it
like,
does.
Yeah. Like I was going to say like maybe body stickers when that was a thing.
It does look like body stickers. It's a whole vibe. I feel like I just saw like circulating on Twitter that Kirsten Dunst at the Drop Dead Gorgeous premiere like wears like the teen version of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
But it's just like a little time capsule. But 90s Kate Blanchett is like, it's my thing.
I dig it. I love Kate Blanchett. Like she always pulls out all the stops, honestly.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyone else?
So before we segue into something else, I want to just list a couple, maybe get your thoughts too.
Yeah.
On like quintessential Oscar fashion moments.
Okay.
Are my favorites.
Yes.
Lucy Liu, her Versace dress in 2000.
Yes.
I mean, Lucy Liu is gorgeous. Like, that's period. But that red dress is just a showstopper. I always think of Michelle Williams in the Vera Wang, like, yellow canary dress in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
When she shows up with the yellow dress and the red lip. And, you know, I have down Anne Hathaway in 2008 with the red Marchesa dress.
Yes.
But my favorite Anne Hathaway Oscars look is actually going to be Armani Privé in 2009. It's the, like, it's a silver, kind of creamy tone dress, but I think that's my favorite look. Also, Kate Blanchett when she wins for The Aviator in another yellow dress, because I love yellow dresses.
Yes, I feel like yellow dresses are underrated. I like yellow and weird green shades, I think, is what I'm finding out. Like, was it Nicole Kidman, I think? I feel like, I don't know if that was also 97 maybe, or do you know the one I'm talking about with the embroidery? Like,
yes. Oh, it's like a... It's not puce, is it?
I know, I wanted to say chartreuse? I don't know what... It's like that odd shade of green. It's like a few shades off from like a Shrek green. It's like a little more yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love it. And she looks so elongated, like the cut of it. Also, I was trying to pull up the Anne Hathaway one as well. Is it this one?
Yes.
Oh. Yes. Oh, that is like gorgeous. She looks kind of like a mermaid, like, and not in a cheesy way. Like, you know how like mermaid dresses, like people, I don't know why people get upset about mermaid dresses.
I don't either. I think they're the most flattering type of dress.
Yeah, who hurt you? No, like what? I don't know. Because don't you remember a time where people were like really hating on the mermaid dress, and we all kind of had to get behind it for some reason. Like I feel like I even hated on them just because I don't know why, but now I'm like, I've always like but secretly I'm always like, oh, I love mermaid dresses, but I guess I can't right now. I don't know if that's. If you know what I'm like, if you felt that way,
you should let it show. Let your freak
love
fly.
Mermaid dresses. But I think this is the classiest mermaid dress I've ever seen.
It's gorge. I don't know. It's always one that sticks in my mind.
Yeah.
But I feel like all these women that we're talking about, all these actresses, you got your Anne Hathaway, Kate Blanchett, Nicole Kidman, Meryl, the Golden Girls, you know?
Yes.
You know, at first there was Audrey and Grace Kelly, Sophia Loren, but now, you know, we have this group of women that are almost synonymous with the Academy Awards, just like Audrey Hepburn was back in the day. Like, I feel like when someone says the Oscars or Oscar-nominated actress, you think of
Meryl Streep,
the most nominated actress of all time.
Pretty much. I love, like, the energy around Meryl Streep. Like, whenever someone's in a category with her, they're like, I'm just so honored to just be in the same category. Like, almost every single time, every year. It's like...
She's an institution.
Yeah. I don't know. She really is.
What are your thoughts on Meryl Streep?
I love her. I feel like, I don't know, like Stanley Tucci or Sandy B. Like, I'm just like blowing her kisses. Or like, I'm just like, I love you, Meryl. I don't know. Like, what do you do? I mean, she's Meryl Streep. If you're, I don't know. I can't imagine I would just be, I guess, I don't know. I think everyone knows Meryl's great.
I think she's one of those people where it's like, I think the only people that would say she's overrated are people that haven't seen a lot of performances or haven't seen a Meryl Streep performance recently.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you watch a film where she's in it, like, that's where, like, you know, when they say, like, if you have undeniable talent, if you're undeniable, you're gonna get recognized. Like, I think her talent is just so prevalent. It's just like, in anything she does. Even when she's sitting down in an award show, she's memeable. She's captivating. She's like a shapeshifter too. Like, she really gets into her roles like so well and is so believable. I mean, even in The Hours, she blew me away. I don't think I've seen a single performance of hers where I've like been like disappointed. Or, you know what I mean? Like, she never lets us down. Even, like, this is gonna sound silly, but, like, in a series of unfortunate events, like, as a kid, I was blown away by her performance. I thought about it. I journaled about it. I was, like, so blown away. I was like, wow. Best actress. No, I love that. No, I get it.
She really gets into the characters, and she brings this emotion somehow to everything she does, and it's just so...
She connects.
Raw. She connects. Yeah. I don't know.
Also, like, you can definitely say you love her in A Series of Unfortunate Events if, like, was it 2000 when she's nominated for Music of the Heart, directed by Wes Craven, which is just like some throwaway movie, no offense. But, like, for her to be nominated, or for her, I think she was nominated for Into the Woods. So I feel like it's safe to say that, you know, you can love Marilyn Lemony Snicket.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I guess that's a point, that she's just nominated for everything. And it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It is what I love how she is kind of humble too. Like, I think she knows that she's good, but she doesn't like over, you know, do it. She's not like, you know, she's kind of like, you know, like, you know, she kind of rolls her eyes, but she goes with it. She like, I don't know.
She's an actor's actor though. I think she's just so fucking good.
Yeah. This is for you, Meryl.
Yes. And Mamma Mia. I love her in Mamma Mia. What can I say?
Actually, yeah.
Who else? Oh, you know, another person that's becoming the new Meryl Streep is Cate Blanchett.
Oh my gosh. Is she?
I don't know. I feel it. I feel that, you know, she's so beloved by the Academy.
Yes.
I feel like in this Oscar season with Tar, she's just been snagging every award left and right. She's the front runner for Best Actress. She's kind of one of those people, when you put up into an Oscar conversation, she's inevitable. And also someone where you watch her performances and you're like, fuck yeah. Like, seeing her in Elizabeth for the first time.
Yeah.
From then on, I've been a stan.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the first Cate Blanchett movie I saw that I was like, but I can't remember what it was. All I know is, I feel like you're right. She's at this point where she's becoming Meryl Streep because her career keeps going and going. Maybe, wait a minute. No, that was Tilda Swinton. Never mind. I was gonna say The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's not her. But Cate Blanchett is great. Like, she always blows me away. Like, I'm always rooting for her, and she deserves all the nominations. And
great. I mean, dude, I don't like period pieces, and I love Elizabeth.
Yeah.
What can I say?
She's a great. She's definitely deserves to be in that category, I feel.
I also think one of the things that bond us
is our love for Cate Blanchett.
It's both of our girl crushes.
Yes, I forgot what moment. It was like years ago. We both had this epiphany. And we're like, Cate Blanchett's my girl crush. I don't know what it was, but she was doing things. Like, maybe her career was just like riding a high. I feel like I was just discovering her as like a serious actress. Like,
I think in 2014 when she won for Blue Jasmine, And I think like the press around that was like the Cate Blanchett train.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, let's relive collectively all these Cate Blanchett moments was for me when I was like, oh yeah, I'm in love with Cate Blanchett.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Just like, yeah. Same. I've been in love since. I'm not, it's, I don't know. Cate Blanchett, Meryl.
My girls. Also Nicole Kidman.
Nicole, yes. Agreed. Yeah, I feel like she's up there with Meryl at this point. But how many nominations does she have? Is she in the same? Has she had as many? I feel like a lot of things she's done has been like.
I feel like
nominated.
She hasn't been nominated as much, but I could be wrong.
Let's see, because I know that Meryl Streep has like 21, right?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. Like crazy.
Cate Blanchett has like 8 or something?
Something like that.
It says Nicole Kidman is 5, which is crazy. So the Hours, obviously. Moulin Rouge. Rabbit Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Lion. Being the Ricardos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it? I feel like she's done more than that.
I feel like she's an Oscar like mainstay though. I feel like every year since like the mid 90s she's been at the award show.
She's gotten a lot of Golden Globes though. 17 nominations at least and 6 wins. And that's so maybe globally she's more appreciated. Is it
Golden globally?
Golden globally? Yeah.
I mean, she's golden globally appreciated.
Is it because she's Australian? No, I don't know.
I feel like with Nicole, I think that she had sort of a slow burn, career-wise, and then it was really exciting when Moulin Rouge came out and her performance, and then she didn't win that year, and then the following year, The Hours. Or maybe like it was like
she won for The Hours, right?
Following season, yes. She won for The Hours by a nose.
By a nose. Wait, she's only won. So she's only won the one.
Mm-hmm.
That is so crazy to me. In my mind, she's won like at least 5. But that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Academy is crazy to me. I'm like, how do they make these decisions, you know?
Well, I feel like it's like a narrative situation.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Honest. I think that like with Nicole Kidman, it was like for Moulin Rouge, they were like, this actress is bubbling up, you know, and campaigning factors in.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the same year where Renee Zellweger gets her first nomination for Bridget Jones.
Okay, yeah.
And then for Chicago, that's the Weinstein train.
Yep.
And I remember for that year with Renee, it was like the campaigning and the Weinstein of it all. They were like, we got to get her the Oscar. She doesn't win that year. But then the following year in 2003, she wins, not 2003, 2004, she wins for Cold Mountain. So she gets her Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
All thanks to Weinstein. I think.
Is it like that ingenue thing?
I think it is the ingenue situation. I think. And also that time that, you know, Harvey Weinstein's campaigning was so intense. And I know that played a part in The Hours winning. But then there was also the Stephen Daldry of it all, which yada yada. But yeah, but I still stand by Nicole Kidman in The Hours.
Yeah, she deserves that. I really forget that that's her in that movie. Like I know it's, I guess part of it is the nose because she is very pretty. And the nose just takes her down to like a normal like level of, you know what I mean? It's like you kind of look at her as like a normal woman and not like this movie star, you know what I mean? Because you can't help it when you look at her. I feel like starstruck when I look at her. I'm just like, because she just like has the whole package, you know what I mean? And she glows when she's on the screen, so it's like interesting, this character. But I feel like she brought so much to the character and made it so convincing that which I think that's what acting's all about. Like I feel like she definitely deserved it.
Agreed.
I'm just like surprised. I feel like that way though in everything, even if she doesn't have a fake nose. I'm just like, I want her to win. Like it's hard too if she's in a category with like another great actress, because it's like, you know, sometimes you just want them all to win, or
I feel like I have my girls for sure.
yeah.
Like, ooh. But I feel like Nicole Kidman is so special.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Hours, I'm an Hours stan.
Yeah.
That's like a funny like revelation I had when we watched that movie for the first time for our episode last year.
Mm-hmm.
Was how much like Meryl Streep's even good in that. Ed Harris is amazing.
Yes.
I
Julianne
don't-
Moore.
Julianne Moore, that year she was double nominated. That and Far From Heaven. Whew, she's excellent.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen The Hours, Ben?
I haven't, no.
It's a great movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Well, next time we're looking for something.
Let's get depressed.
Yeah.
Oh, is it sad?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, but like, it's one of those I miss. It's like an Oscar film in the truest sense, but it's not super long.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super heady. It's just like a right balance.
Yeah. You stay in the stories for a while, and then you think about it, and then you're like, all right.
Yeah.
You're like, that was a good movie. It'll stick with you a bit, and then,
Feel like, speaking of the Hours sticking with us,
Mm-hmm.
are there any best picture nominations or wins that you can think of off the top of your head that like are that moment for you, or like you watched that movie and you were like, damn right, yes, that should have won, or yes, that won?
I feel like my mind just can't help but go to Roberto Benigni, because his Oscar speech is probably like the best, like most excitable speech ever. And the movie, like,
Life is Beautiful.
Life is Beautiful. I was gonna say It's a Beautiful Life.
He was also
It's a Beautiful
great
Life.
as George Bailey. He was like standing on like chairs going, Clarence.
Oh my god, can you imagine Roberto Benigni instead? Oh,
I would
my
have
God.
loved that. I love Jimmy Stewart, but Roberto Benigni in It's a Wonderful Life,
I would pay to see that.
same.
I just love his energy. I feel like it was a well-deserved win, He's an Italian, so I'm a little biased, but
That's a classic Oscars moment.
yeah, it's like so joyous. I feel like when I think of the Oscars, I think about like that just being so excited, like Meryl out of her chair just going, woo, or getting verklempt and people making speeches and then you're just like, and like Gwyneth Paltrow, for
Gwyneth
example.
Paltrow's speech is great.
Yeah. And I mean, she did do a good job in Shakespeare in Love. I know
Love
it was
Shakespeare in Love.
one of those.
But what movies have you
What-
seen? Like Best Picture movies that just like stuck with you?
just in general, like, or like that one.
Just in general?
Hmm.
Like, for example, a couple years ago, there was the La La Land Moonlight, that race.
Yes.
And I saw pretty much every single Best Picture nominee that year. And I remember the last movie that I saw was Moonlight
Yes.
out of that group. And I remember after that movie, I think you were with me, I looked over to everyone and I said, that's going to win Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best movie I've seen this year. Full stop.
I agree. Yeah, I feel like before, because we watched a lot of movies together that particular year. And I remember watching La La Land and really loving it, being really into it and thinking, oh, this could be Best Picture. But then after I saw Moonlight, I was like, I was with you on that. And I mean, yeah. I can't help but think of the controversy, which is like kind of like mistakes happen. But they deserve to win. Moonlight deserved to win, so I was glad. I was like, yes. At first I was like, La La Land, really? Like, because it's good, but after, I mean, you just can't really compare them. It's just a totally different movie.
I think that's a Shakespeare in Love versus Saving Private Ryan situation. Like if La La Land would have won.
Yeah, it would have been one of those. Yeah.
Which one do you prefer, Saving Private Ryan or Shakespeare in Love?
I mean, honestly, I could much more easily watch Shakespeare in Love again, but like Saving Private Ryan, I feel like had more of an impact on me and definitely made me think of things differently, like have a different perspective, like really get in someone's shoes and really, I cried like multiple times. And as much as I don't really like war movies and like that kind of stuff, it like made me, I actually got into it and I didn't want to miss what was happening next on the screen. So I feel like it's definitely a better movie. I feel like it kind of deserved to win for a lot of reasons, but I feel like I've seen it once and I don't necessarily need to see it again because it's one of those, you know, like when you just see it, like just kind of like Life is Beautiful. Mm-hmm. That's one, like I feel like you should definitely see it. Maybe you'll feel something. Maybe you could watch it again. Like I've seen it a couple times now, but I'm like, it's not one that I'm like, oh, let's put this on and let me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's not Master of Disguise to just circle it back.
No, it's not. But it's like, I think there is something about movies being like feel good. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why.
So do you look for feel good or do you look for like Saving Private Ryan changed my life?
Yeah, me personally, I do look for the life. Like if I was an Academy member, mm-hmm. I would probably pick the one that I thought was more meaningful over one that's more fluffy, for I don't know, lack of better words. But yeah, I don't know. What about you? How do you feel about those kind of like upsets? Are you like, what team are you on? Or does it depend on what the movie is specifically?
It totally depends, or it depends on that year. Like as much as I love The Hours, I love that Chicago one.
Chicago, yeah.
It's interesting. It's like, I think some years have a theme. Mm-hmm. And I think like if it wasn't 2016, I think I could see like a La La Land winning that year.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel right. Or like I'm one of like the only people that really thought Birdman should have won.
I was thinking about this movie the other day and I wanted to talk to someone about it, but they had no idea what I was talking about. But I was thinking about Birdman. Mm-hmm. Because Michael Keaton, I think he's coming back in another Batman movie, right? Like as old Batman? I don't know.
It's something like that.
The Flash.
Oh, maybe it's The Flash.
The Ezra Miller The Flash, which shouldn't be coming out.
Yeah, probably not.
Anyways.
That's so weird. I don't know, but I love Michael Keaton and in that role. But then in Birdman, he's so good. Like that movie is so good and it's kind of meta. I don't know. I really love it. And I feel like it's underappreciated.
I mean, I know a lot of people hate that movie.
Why?
I don't really know. I think it's a movie that's very like cynical.
And I love that. That's my favorite part about it. Like, I love cynical movies, especially because they're honest.
It's like a very of the time movie. Mm-hmm. Like, I think for 2014 or 2015 when it won, I think it was perfect. I don't know. I love the way it's edited and the way it's all choppy. And
yes.
I don't know. I enjoyed Birdman, but it's another one that I'm thinking, like, that was cool for that year.
Uh-huh.
But I think in another year, another narrative, Boyhood would be that movie. Like, if we were feeling, like, nostalgic / introspective, mm-hmm. and like it was more of a year with that theme around it, then I think, that could have been Boyhood's year.
Saving Private Ryan, what year was that then?
99.
Like 99? Oh, okay.
So that's the Life is Beautiful Shakespeare in Love year.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe we just needed some lightness to balance out the darkness. I don't know.
Also, I think with the 99 Oscars, I think that was the year where Elizabeth comes out as well. There's all these picks that are very period.
Yeah.
Like tour de force. Because the year before was like As Good as It Gets.
Uh-huh.
So that's a lighter movie. So I think this year they were like, well, we have to be more prestigious in a weird way. Like that kind of was the narrative.
Mm-hmm. And
Spielberg is known for popcorn flicks. I mean, he invented the blockbuster.
Mm-hmm. Isn't he like another person who's been like nominated a lot? Not a lot of wins.
Not a lot of wins.
Like is it one win? Two?
I think 2 wins.
For what?
For Saving Private Ryan, he won Best Director. Well deserved. I also think that's why. I think they were like, let's give Stevie the Best Director and Shakespeare in Love, the movie.
Yeah.
What else did he win?
E.T.
That was a good movie.
Jurassic Park?
No, I mean, we might have nominated.
Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That came out the same year as Jurassic Park.
Like, that's him for both of them. That's so wild.
Wow.
Sorry, I just like woke up out of a stupor to yell Schindler's List. Ah.
The most excited anybody.
It was just Steven Spielberg has made so many movies.
He has.
Like
He's been busy.
He's busy. There's so many years where he's like made 2 movies a year.
He's like the Stephen King of movies.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's interesting. It's so interesting, like, the nominations. Like, what is it more important to be nominated or...
Well, that's what they say.
Right? That's what they say. Do you feel that way? Or do you think, like, I don't know. Have you seen Samuel L. Jackson talking about being nominated versus winning? He's like, I don't mean shit. He's so funny.
I think that's true in a way. I think with the Oscars, and this is why I love the Oscars so much, it is all about the narrative.
Yeah.
So everyone loves an ingenue. Mm-hmm. Everyone wants to have their Audrey Hepburn moment or their, just like one moment that defines their career and changes their life, and that whole idea of winning.
Yeah.
Or putting them on the map. Like with Anne Hathaway, when she got nominated for Rachel Getting Married, the Oscars in Hollywood did not want her to become that girl. That like serious film ingenue. They were like, stay in your Princess Diaries, Ella, Enchanted Lane. They pushed her aside when she was in Brokeback Mountain. They were like, Michelle Williams is our girl. She's going to be the young golden girl, if you will.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway, nah. But then in Rachel Getting Married, that changed her career trajectory. And ultimately, she won for Les Mis. Mm-hmm. I think it's good at creating narratives. What was your question again? I had a point. Sorry. I've taken like 3 CBD gummies today.
It's the nomination all that matters.
Oh, yeah, it's the nomination all that matters.
Sometimes it is. Like, I think with Anne Hathaway, yes, because that changed her career trajectory.
Yeah.
I even sometimes think a win doesn't mean anything. Like, if you look at Sandra Bullock, when she went for The Blind Side, besides Gravity, no one really thought of her outside the Sandra Bullock box.
Yes.
So even wins don't mean anything, but sometimes a nomination could change your life. Most times not.
And I didn't realize she won for that movie. Like, I think I knew it, but I didn't actually see it. So, like, when I watched it was just, like, a little surreal. Because, like, I feel like with Sandy B, she's been in a lot of these, like, rom-com situations or, like, comedy. And I don't think that category gets appreciated at all, really. Like, I don't know. Like, there's no rom-com category, right? And why not? I think there should be. Adam Sandler should win for that in that category. You know what I mean? For his directing. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, rom-coms make you feel something too. I know it's really silly and it seems crazy because then you got Schindler's List, those kind of movies. Yeah. And it's like, it's heavy. But you know what I mean? Like, if we're going to appreciate cinema, don't we have to, I don't know, like, if they've added more categories for animation and this and that in the recent years, haven't they added more broken down some categories? You know what I mean? Like,
they have.
Where's the rom-com category?
Yeah, I feel like people that aren't in dramas in general get nothing.
Yeah. it has to be a drama. Or I've heard people say like horror movies, which I never really considered, but like it got me thinking. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess like a good horror movie, not like a cheesy one, but like a good.
Well, like Toni Collette did not get nominated for Hereditary.
I feel like sometimes they really get it right. The Academy really gets it, and then other times I'm like, they really missed it. You know?
What times are you thinking of where you're just like,
that they missed it?
Yeah, they missed.
Well,
I bet The Dark Knight didn't win shit.
Heath Ledger won.
Never mind.
A posthumous.
Heath Ledger won. Oh man, now you're asking me to pull up receipts.
The Dark Knight is the reason why there are 10 films now in Best Picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm trying to think right now. I know I felt it in the moment watching the Oscars, been like, but I'm trying to think now of a specific one because now I'm like,
I feel like the last year that I knew it wasn't going to win anything but Best Song, but I was writing for A Star Is Born so hard, and Olivia Colman, when she won, it was great for The Favorite. I mean, I was like, okay, cool. But I just had this hope that Lady Gaga would win Best Actress.
Actually, yes. I was going to say, but yeah.
It's like you knew she wasn't going to win, but I had that hope.
I still have that hope. I mean, I had that hope when the Gucci movie came out, and, maybe Gaga will get a Best Actress win eventually.
Joker 2? Maybe.
Maybe?
You never know.
Did Joaquin Phoenix win anything?
I thought he did, or like it was nominated.
He was
right?
nominated for sure. I don't know if he won anything.
What do you think a nomination would do for Lady Gaga?
She was nominated for Best Actress.
Yeah. She's already Lady Gaga, though, so she doesn't really need anything, I feel like she's...
But that's a narrative. That's a narrative thing that if she won for A Star Is Born, that's a career-changing moment and a narrative because, A Star Is Born, Judy Garland, Barbara Streisand, it would be this, like, lineage and that story.
I have a question. So does it take is one win, you think? Like, it doesn't, like, it's great to be nominated, but it's like a win, and then you don't even need to win again.
No,
you think?
you
like,
don't.
You're good. So, like, we shouldn't be upset about Steven Spielberg or Meryl Streep not having more wins. They've been nominated so many times, and that's great, because they've already won.
It's that one moment to be on that stage.
Al Pacino, I think, has one win.
But he wins every movie in my heart.
In my heart, he does, too. Yeah.
Shoot, he wins for Jack and Jill, singing that Dunkin' Donuts rap in my heart.
What?
Yeah, have you seen Jack and Jill?
No.
Well, I think you'd actually like that movie, to be honest.
I think you had me at Dunkin' Donuts song. Oh. I'm trying to think, though, of, like, I swear I've seen, like, I feel like Birdman. I'm trying to think what I've seen in recent years that I would feel like would be, like, a win. I don't know why my mind's going blank. I feel like I haven't experienced the movies or tuned into the Oscars in a long time.
Have you seen Arrival?
Mm-mm.
Same. I haven't seen
Arrival, so freaking good. That's an upset. Amy Adams not getting even nominated for Arrival is a travesty. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on... What is it? Your family?
Yeah. Do you have any Oscar movies that you were really rooting for that didn't win, or?
The Gaga.
Yeah.
Just Gaga.
Just Gaga. That's the only one that really.
Yeah. I think there's years where it's like the most notable upset is Crash winning Best Picture over Brokeback Mountain.
Which I have not seen Brokeback Mountain. I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it at the time. Never got around to it. I don't remember if I was old enough.
I can't quit you.
I remember it being like made fun of a lot for some reason. Like,
you were made fun of?
No, the movie. Sorry. Like people, like maybe on SNL.
I thought people were calling you Brokeback.
That'd be hilarious. My reputation. I spent a lot of time in the mountains. Just being gay in the mountains. I don't know.
Instead of like, that's gay, people were just like, Brokeback.
No, that's hilarious though.
It was like a joke.
Yeah, I feel like people didn't take that movie seriously, and I never got a chance to watch it, and then it just time passed, and every time it's brought up in my mind, I'm like, oh, I should probably see that movie. Like, I've heard it's really good, and gay cowboys, you know? Like,
It's very good.
yeah.
But I've never seen Crash. I've only seen bits and pieces, but that's the one time.
It is Crash. I feel like
Okay.
Jack Nicholson. I'm like, Crash?
Yeah. That's basically, it's one of those like, whatever. It's not noted as a really great movie anyways. Let's just say it's like a Oscar baity dramatic version of like a Valentine's Day movie or like New Year's Eve, where it's a bunch of those like actors and a story that ties together about race relations in LA.
Okay.
But it's also like, it was like a May release. It's one of those movies that doesn't like dig its toes in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like on the surface. Like Matt Dillon's in it from like, you know, the comedies.
Yeah.
Like it's Sandra Bullock's in it and Don Cheadle, which is great, but it's like not.
Wait, really? Is that the real cast? Or oh, okay. I didn't know.
No, for real. That's why people, I think, were so shocked.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
I had somebody like tell me I had to watch it, like it was required viewing.
Which one? Crash?
Crash.
Oh, did you see it?
No. If you tell me I gotta watch something like that, I'm like, I'm not watching.
I'm not watching it. Yeah.
You're like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're our people.
It's a mood. Yeah.
You have to be like, I hated it. And I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go home and watch that.
Same. Actually, if someone tells me you're not going to like this, I'm much more likely to watch and make my own opinion of it than someone trying. I don't know why. It's that, like, rebel just...
You're gonna love this. I'm like, no, really?
Don't tell me what I love.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
You don't know me?
Well...
Oh my gosh.
What?
We have gone an hour and we haven't talked about really two of the most important things.
Yes.
Angelina Jolie winning for Girl Interrupted
Yes.
and saying she's in love with her brother.
Uh-huh.
It is one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
Because hot take,
Uh-huh.
that was Angelina Jolie's prime.
Yes.
Like, I want to be Angelina Jolie on the cusp of meeting Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes.
And, like, hooking up in limos before, like, the Gone in 60 Seconds premiere.
Getting
Getting tattoos, adopting Maddox. I want to be in that sweet spot before that, right about to happen, and being an Academy Award winner / going on the red carpet, looking like Morticia Addams.
Yes. Straight
Fully
up.
making out with her brother. It's a vibe. What?
They both look like a couple of vampires. Like, I don't know. And I love that.
I do too.
It's a little strange. I mean, I don't know. I gotta say, like, I didn't know this whole in love, like, Angelina being in love with her brother phase.
It's iconic.
Yes. Very weird, though. Like, but I get it. I know they were going through something at the time, maybe. But it's just, and I know pictures, you know, sometimes, like, they make a moment. I guess they make, what do they say? It's like, take a picture, it'll last longer. But it's that one picture of them where she's, like, going backwards and he's, like, behind her. That makes me uncomfortable. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, you don't kiss your brother like that.
I view it as performance art. Like, why not shock people? This is everyone is, like, fluffed up and it's so, like, regal, like, hoity-toity. Like, you put on airs. It's such an institution. And she's just like, all right, well, I'm gonna make this really weird.
What is up with people just kissing people randomly and spontaneously? Is it just
You feel the moment.
Is it when you win and you just feel something?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just get so excited you just gotta kiss somebody? Or when someone else wins, you gotta kiss them? Like
Adrian Brody
yes.
kissing Holly Berry.
Exactly. Which, I don't know, I have like mixed feelings on it. Because on one hand, like I love Adrian Brody.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to kiss Adrian Brody
Same.
and his giant nose.
I would love both of our beaks to just be hitting each other.
But I know she was like, what the hell is going on? I love that she like went with it. But like, I'm also like, oh man, like, yikes. Like, she probably wasn't,
Yeah.
maybe took away from her moment too. But I'm like, is this just the Oscars? Like, this is why I love the Oscars in a way that it's just like what you're saying, just like the craziness of it. Like, just, Angelina Jolie kissing her brother. I don't know, like, where else do people just like don't act right? And it's
good. It's human.
entertaining. Yeah.
It's human. Like Roberto Benigni jumping on the chairs. Not like what you're supposed to do.
It's
not
very
proper.
unhinged.
I like unhinged. A little bit of unhinged makes for the best moments.
What about the slap? That's unhinged.
That's the wrong kind of unhinged.
Is that like too far? Where do we draw the line? Kissing is okay. Slap is...
Because, okay, when Adrian Brody wins for The Pianist, the youngest still at 29 to win Best Actor, and he is just like, Holly Berry, like, this is my life. Like, I'm king of the world. I want to grab somebody and kiss them. Not right, but like it's okay.
Do you think it would have been anyone like if it wasn't Holly Berry up there? Someone was gonna get kissed no matter what.
I think so, or I think Adrian Brody was literally like shooting a shot. Like, this is my moment.
Yeah.
To kiss Holly Berry. Like, she can't do anything about it, which I guess is kind of creepy. But it's not like when Jim Carrey, I don't know, some award show, like, kisses Cameron Diaz, and it's so weird. I think it's Cameron Diaz.
Wait, was Cameron Diaz in The Mask?
She is, yeah. But there's like, maybe Cameron Diaz? It's Jim Carrey and someone. And he, like, grabs them and kisses them, and it's totally, like, assaulty. This does not... The Adrian Brody Holly Berry is uncomfortable, but he does seem like he's in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
I think that's the difference.
It's like a fine line.
Yes.
And the intention. I mean, still wasn't okay, but I don't know. I haven't seen this Jim Carrey situation. That's really wild.
I'll show it to you.
I feel like this is going to be really cringe. Ew. Oh, she's kind of like pushing him away. She's like, what the hell? And then he like looks so like proud of himself or something. Like, ew, you're right.
Yeah, not reading the room.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, if someone's like pushing you away, but you know what that kind of makes me think of is like in reverse, like Nicole Kidman. Speaking of Nicole Kidman and Denzel Washington,
yes,
because she shoots her shot with him, and this is like so crazy. No other show does this. I don't know.
Feel it. I mean, that's when it does go right, and I don't think they kiss, but when Denzel wins for Training Day, and Julia Roberts is so elated for him.
Yes,
that's a genuine like. But they're friends.
Yeah, that was kind of cute.
So.
Yeah, she's like excited.
Yeah. But like, speaking of the slap, I think what the difference is, where it goes into like a Jim Carrey, even more so intense territory, like you said about like the room is at a 10. You're at a 13.
Yeah, you need to bring it back down.
But I think the only problem with the Will Smith slap is that he takes a beat before he says anything. When he's like, Chris Rock tells a joke, you can see the video of Will Smith take a beat and then go angry, like, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah.
He takes a beat, and that beat means Like, you as an
Gonna
adult.
get beat.
Well, no, you as an adult person
Make a choice.
make a choice.
So if it was he, and then you could maybe forgive it a little if it was like a little quicker. He's like, you know, but you're right. He like thought about it.
Like, if Chris Rock said that alopecia joke, and then Will Smith, just because he was so angry, just got up and went whoo and slapped him,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Also, if he did move that quickly, Chris Rock would probably have been able to react a little sooner because they had already moved on almost. Because he's like, okay, I guess that joke was fine. And then it's like, no, it wasn't.
Well, and then it ruins everyone's moment. And the Oscars are about everyone having their moment.
And having a good time.
Yes. Well, I mean, they still do like the sound editing and, you know, best, you know, score and everything. They do all the technical categories, and those people never get recognition like that. That's why it's so fucked up when they were doing them during the commercial breaks.
Wait, they used to do it during commercial. I vaguely remember this.
During commercial breaks is when they do the technical
in recent
Oscars.
Years. Wait, but not before that.
Because they wanted to shorten the show or make people watch it.
Why do they keep wanting to shorten the show? Like, I get it. People's attention spans are really short, like mine included, but like the Oscars have always been around 4 hours, which sounds like a long time, but you do have to factor in commercial breaks, which is probably like a whole hour almost now. You know what I mean? Like, commercials take a long time, and they're not as fun as they used to be.
If you can watch the Super Bowl, you can watch the Oscars.
Yes, it is like the Super Bowl of the movies. Like you said. It's, I mean, let us have everything.
As long as there's money to fund it and movies to watch.
Yes.
Why not?
I agree. And I think, you know, a lot of those categories, like the technical categories, are really important because then you wouldn't have the final product, you know? I don't know. That makes me mad.
I agree.
Yeah. Even if I don't know who these people are, I'm still, you know, they still deserve a spot.
100%.
Yeah.
Just to be recognized on that stage just means a lot. And I think, like, what was the year where they did the, like, the family album? Was it 2003? Where they, like, for, like, the 75th or something?
Mm-hmm.
They, like, you know, made a whole big deal about everyone winning. And I think that's the thing that the Oscars is getting wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, we want, if you're gonna watch this show, you want to watch the show. You care about cinema. You care about the movies.
Yes. I even liked like that year when they had like multiple presenters for like Best Supporting Actress, and they each actress who was nominated like the previous year was like also, you know, they talked to each individual, like, well, you know, like they presented each nominee individually.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it could have been Meryl Streep presenting, I don't know, talking about someone else. I can't think, I don't know.
It was like, oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? It wasn't her. It was like
the year after Marianne Cotillard won for La Vie en Rose, she announced someone, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, everyone announced. Like, I don't know, was Helen Mirren announced her? Or she was in the audience. In the audience. She was getting nominated. Yeah. But yeah. You know, I don't know. Just, it was kind of an interesting way to do things. I feel like maybe they should just switch it up, make things interesting. Or like for costume design, how like one year they had the costumes like on each, like it was like live instead of just like a clip of like the movie. It's like they had brought the costumes out on the platforms, and that was kind of fun. I don't know. So fun. Just saying, like, you can, like, there's no excuses. Also, why ever have a Oscars with no host? That's so funny. Do they have a host this year? I think it's Jimmy Kimmel again. No? Jimmy Kimmel? Is it? Maybe. I thought it was. But do you have any dream Oscar hosts? Yes. I think, and I thought this at the time, because there was that one year where there was no host. Mm-hmm. And it was Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig, and they presented costumes and something else, like maybe set design or production design, I believe. Okay. they were so funny, and they were the best part of that whole show. Like, as far as like the just like the entertainment aspect of it, like they were so funny. Watching the clip again, I was hollering because it was so. They almost felt out of place because, like, you have comedians that will present or, like, host, like,
your Billy Crystal or your Steve Martins.
Yeah, your standard kind of, but they're, like, on a different level of funny. Like, so much funnier than, like, an Amy Schumer situation, like that,
I mean, no offense to Regina Hall, she's funny in movies, but I don't think of her as a person, like, on a stage hosting a show. No offense. I mean, Amy Schumer's way worse, but
yeah,
it's just like the arena.
She didn't have the same energy. I feel like Wanda Sykes was really funny though.
She could have
been by herself. She would have been fine because she's Wanda Sykes. I don't know, but like I feel like the energy between like Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig, like they feed off each other so well, and their timing was so good, and they were so funny, and they didn't take themselves seriously at all, which is like, I think sometimes the Oscars can feel a little stuffy. So for someone to really break that feeling down and just everyone can let loose a bit, because you see Martin Scorsese in the audience laughing, and it's such like, it's such a good feeling. And there's some people that are like, what the heck is going on? And it's just great. And so like, I can't imagine, maybe it would be too much to have them host the entire show.
No,
maybe
I agree.
But I would say I would definitely choose them.
I completely stand behind this. I also love how when they flash to Martin Scorsese, he's doing like the typical like award show laugh, and then something like really gets him, and like he cannot contain himself. Like he does that laugh like where it's a spit take but there's no water in his mouth. He's just like,
yeah, it's so
like,
cute.
It's really cute. His teeth almost fly out of his mouth. It's like what you want. And it was fun.
It was fun. You need someone, if you're going to host, you need someone that has a lot of energy. I don't know. And it's funny. Like, you can't, I don't know. Jimmy Kimmel doesn't really do it for me, but I don't.
I think this is an unhinged thought, and I never thought I'd say this, but I'm really surprised Jimmy Fallon has never hosted.
You're right. I mean, he's a little like...
He's too much.
He's a little much, but maybe that's what they need. Like old school Jimmy Fallon.
Would have been too much. That would have been a joke. That'd be like Jim Carrey hosting or something. Like, it's... I'm just surprised it hasn't happened.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Same. I know Neil Patrick Harris hosted. He wasn't bad.
Hugh Jackman's, it was a fun host.
He was surprisingly funny to me. I always think of him as a really serious actor, but
like The Music Man, like his opening for 2009, because it was the recession. He made a lot of jokes about the recession.
He did, yeah.
I'm so surprised too, like talking about people's careers. Like I could see like a 2014 John Mulaney, like his career going down like a Steve Martin route.
Yeah. I could see that.
That never happened, but I feel like he could be someone that would just get the masses.
Yeah.
But Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph would actually be good.
Yeah, they'd still be good. Like, bring them back, I say. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way.
GoFundMe.
Yeah. I can't really think of anyone else. Like, we don't have enough, like, personalities or, like, that I can think of that can bring people together.
Not anymore. I feel like there are.
I feel like there's gotta be. I just can't think of anyone else.
I feel like Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph are perfect.
Yeah.
They should host.
Yeah. From here on out, forever. No.
When you win your award for Mrs. Pistachio, I think Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph need to be there. So.
Do you want to talk about... Are you thinking about this year?
I'm thinking about this year.
Okay, yeah.
So this year, the Academy Awards, for Best Picture, there's a lot. A lot of, I think this year reminds me of the great years of like 2002, 2003. You have your Avatar Way of Waters.
Yes.
You have your Top Gun Mavericks, which is My Star is Born, which I know won't win really anything besides technicals, but I would love it. Like if
Avatar?
Tom Cruise, no, Top Gun. Like if Tom Cruise won Best Actor or Top Gun won Best Picture, not gonna happen, but I would love it. But you have those movies, and then you have Tar. Mm-hmm. You have your Triangle of Sadness. Then you also have your Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I was about to say, there's that one.
Which is the very, like, front runner and most interesting of all the movies. So
I'm surprised The Whale doesn't have, like, more nominations. I haven't seen The Whale, but just the hype around it and the Brandon Fraser of it all, just hearing that it's, like, one of his best performances. I thought it'd have more nominations or, like, screenplay. I don't know. I thought it'd be a little more.
Well, it's also a Darren Aronofsky, so he's not someone that gets nominated a lot, but he's someone in my mind that gets nominated a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, Requiem for a Dream did not get nominated, I think. But I think it was because of the years like The Fighter and Black Swan.
Oh, yeah.
Being, like, Oscar darlings that set my mind up for that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well.
But I'm here for Fraser songs.
Yeah, same. I think that's, yeah, I'm here for that. Hopefully he keeps doing things, you know, now that he's, like, back.
Bedazzled 2.
Bedazzled 2. Monkey Bone 2.
George of the Jungle 2.
Oh, George of the Jungle? I loved that movie as a kid.
Yeah. Maybe he could have, like, a son now or something, and he has to teach him the ways. I don't know.
The Way of Water. He kind of looks like the monkey boy in The Way of Water. It's a tie-in. It's Avatar 3.
Ooh, a collab.
Avatar 3, George of the Jungle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds complicated.
It's very complicated. It's a mashup. It's like that idea that they had for the 21 Jump Street and Men in Black to just do a combined movie.
Oh, wait, really? Is that a real idea?
That was, yeah.
Like, they share the same universe or something?
Yeah, that was actually a movie idea at one point.
That's wild. I kind of like it, but I feel like that sounds like fan fiction.
That's unhinged.
That's still too far.
But that's an interesting thing too, speaking of narratives, but circling back to this year.
Yeah.
Cate Blanchett is the front runner to win for Best Actress for Tar. Mm-hmm. But Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once would be a better narrative.
Yeah.
And possibly a better performance. I haven't seen Tar, but
yeah. I haven't seen Tar either. Or Everywhere. But I don't know. I have a feeling Michelle Yeoh is going to win. Because Cate Blanchett, I mean, she already has some wins anyway. Like, I feel like it might be the narrative a bit, but she might be more deserving in this situation. I don't know. But like I said, I haven't seen either. It's just a feeling. Just because I think Michelle Yeoh is great.
I hear you.
I don't know. But Cate Blanchett's great, but we've already kind of recognized her. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And she's always recognized, right?
Agreed. I mean, she's the new Meryl.
Yeah, she's the new Meryl. So
I'd love if Brandon Fraser won for The Whale.
I would love that too, honestly. Is he nominated?
Yeah, he's
It's just not Best Picture.
No, but he's nominated for Best Actor, but I think he's going to lose to Austin Butler for Elvis.
You mean Elvis?
He's Butler.
Still Elvis Butler. He's still Elvis, isn't he?
He is. Have you seen the Hot Ones with him? He's on Hot Ones.
Oh my god.
And I think I'm in love with Austin Butler.
As Elvis?
No. Why are you looking at me like that, Ben?
I'm right.
You watched it with me and you fell in love with me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Charming.
We both fell in love, and then we both ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because he inspired us.
Whoa. Y'all are gonna start talking like Elvis around me, aren't you?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The Austin Butler effect. It's like that weird, like, in the Batman, like how the Joker has that poison or whatever it is that turns people into like mini Jokers.
Yes.
It's gonna be like that, but everyone's gonna be Elvis, all thanks to Austin Butler.
Uh-huh.
Part of an evil plan. Anyway.
I'm all shook up.
Would that be so bad?
Nah. I don't know. I love this narrative too. As much as I want Brendan Fraser to win,
yeah,
Austin Butler winning is, I don't know, he charms me.
I feel like he deserves it, and he's so, like, he really took on this character. I don't know, he really charms me, and I guess it would be, like, are there male ingenues as well? Like, is that a thing? Like,
Mongenews?
Yeah.
No, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
He is like a male ingenue.
Right? Like, he's young. He's coming up. Like, I don't think he's had a lot of films, really.
He did Nickelodeon and Disney movies and TV shows.
Yeah, but you can...
Austin Butler?
Yeah. He was on Zoe 101 and, like, Hannah Montana.
But he's so much more than that.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yes. He was good in that, too.
Yes, that's right. I don't know. I feel like he's, like, he could really be a serious actor and get... Maybe he'll get some recognition. Maybe he'll be what we want Timothée Chalamet to be. Unfortunately for Timothée.
I hope so. I mean, he's going to be in Dune, too, with Timothy.
Is he really?
He is. I don't know. I'm here for Austin Butler.
Yeah.
But they're also, this year, Everything Everywhere All at Once, I want it to win as much awards as possible.
I really need to see this movie.
I don't want it to win because it's my personal favorite of the year, but I think that it's thinking outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
It's, directed by Daniels,
Mm-hmm.
which they did Swiss Army Man. The Turn Down for What music video.
God. Wait, Turn Down for What?
Yeah, the music video. They directed that. But they're young and they have very interesting ideas. And I think
what we need.
I think so. I think it's like, we never really talked about it, but the 2000 Oscars.
Yes.
There's, this year, I think with the nominations, they do it right. Doing crowd pleasers that are also thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the typical Oscar fare.
Yeah.
But I think with Everything Everywhere All at Once, it reminds me of like a 1999 movie in the vein of An American Beauty and The Matrix, in a way that it's trying to say something about culture right now in a new way.
Ooh, okay.
And like, I know the theme is about, Michelle Yeoh's character living all these different lives.
Yeah.
In a multiverse. So maybe that's why I'm thinking The Matrix.
Yeah.
But it's also just directed by new people with new ideas, trying to be innovative and being like a voice of a generation, which I think is cool. I know that's not their intent, which makes it even cooler.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know. I just think the narrative's very cool.
That is cool.
Sorry if I'm psychobabbling.
No. I love it. Yeah. I mean, I'm rooting for it. Honestly, the other movies, I'm kind of like, they don't even sound, like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know.
I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness. I hear it's good, though.
Triangle of Sadness.
I was going to say, is The Menu nominated? Yeah, I had a feeling now. Although, Voldemort.
Ray Fiennes?
Yeah, he kicked ass in that.
I'm trying to think what else.
Out of all the movies that you saw this past year,
yeah.
what is your best picture?
My best picture.
You have to hold this trophy, though.
Oh.
Sorry.
My best picture would be... Hold on. Oh, shit. Sorry.
That's the thumbnail.
No, I just like, what is the best picture? Like, where? Oh, there it is. All right, hold on. Let me do another take. Okay.
Sorry.
So you're good. My
Yeah,
best
good.
picture. I'm torn because I really like. I thought Top Gun Maverick was really something. Got me in the feels. Maybe that one, but I haven't seen a lot of other movies this year that are nominated, to be honest. I didn't even see Avatar, which I don't know if that's on here, right? For like
It's nominated for Best Picture.
is it really?
Yes.
Which you've seen that.
Yeah, because I'm the biggest James Cameron head.
I know. I don't know though. I hate to say Top Gun Maverick for some reason because I'm like that's Tom Cruise and
He's my favorite unhinged person. I love Tom Cruise.
yeah. Because I liked Elvis, but I don't know if it was like Best Picture. I feel like it was the best performance by Austin Butler. I feel like that whole movie is just Austin Butler being Elvis and great costumes. And I think it should win for costume design. And maybe Austin Butler should win or Brendan Fraser. I'm cool with either one of them. I feel like they both would deserve it. But I don't know. Best Picture? I guess I'd have to say Top Gun Maverick. What about you?
Out of the nominees, or just my personal favorite movie of last
Your
year?
personal favorite.
I feel like I've seen a lot of movies that are
sorry.
not from this past year.
I want to take it back and I want
Yes.
to say Megan.
Megan?
Yeah, I want to make a bold statement.
Megan.
I feel like it said a lot and it was more than just a horror movie.
Wait, did that come out in 2023 or 2022?
2023, but in this fictitious scenario, it had a limited release in 2022. Wink.
Ooh.
Oh.
It did not, I don't think. But we're gonna
Just play
bend the
along.
rules.
Thanks.
No, I liked Megan.
Yeah.
Megan bends the rules.
She
Exactly.
does.
Yeah.
Just like Megan, I'm gonna bend the rules. Okay. Last year. What is it when Kate Blanchett... Is it Kate Blanchett who's just like this to one of the awards?
Oh my god.
She's really?
She's like really nervous. I think it's for SAG. And she's like... I'm sorry, girl.
She's harder than you think.
Well, no, I feel like last year I saw a lot of movies, but not new releases. You know, I feel like Top Gun Maverick made me believe again. And Avatar also made me believe again.
Mm-hmm.
I personally haven't felt as good at the movies as I felt watching Avatar 2: The Way of Water.
Yeah.
And it's not the best movie of the year, but it's my best movie of the year.
Woo! I kind of knew you were going to say that. But I was like, when I looked at our notes, I was like, huh.
I mean, I think it should not win Best Picture at the Oscars, but I think my personal Oscars, I'd have to give it up.
Why not at the Oscars? Because, like, what it's up against? Or
Yeah, I think for Best Picture, let me look at it.
there's a lot nominated for Best Picture.
The Northman should win.
No. No.
Oh, it is nominated.
That's my winner.
Oh, you know what? I heard
Oh,
All Quiet on the Western Front. What if it's sweet? Like, what if it just surprise gets
Really?
Best Picture?
What is that? I've never heard of this movie.
Have you heard of the book?
No.
You
I've
didn't
heard
have to read it?
I've heard All Along the Western Front, like in that MGMT song when they sing that
No,
part.
about that electric field. No,
About the
it's about the like World War One.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been hearing about this World War One movie. Wow, I'm so oblivious. I'm sorry.
You're good. You know, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Well,
Yeah. What?
you said that all at once.
That's what we'll win the Oscar for. Saying things that women talking.
Women talking.
That's what that movie's about, right?
But women talking at the same time, saying everything everywhere all at once.
Elvis.
Yeah.
This is a triangle of sadness.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I am a little sad. I feel like I need to watch a lot more movies. Like, get to the movies, you know?
Yes. I feel like I didn't see a lot of these films because there's no way I'm going to go out of my way to watch Tar at home. I feel like I have to, like, sucker myself down to a movie theater seat to see some of these.
Yeah.
Or else it's not special.
Yeah, it doesn't feel the same. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. But there's still time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's still
Just
time.
like a couple weeks.
Okay. Huh? When this comes out, though, it'll probably have already happened.
Oh, yeah.
Or it will be happening.
It will be. Who knows? Our predictions could change.
It could.
Probably not, but maybe.
I predict Everything Everywhere All at Once is going to win a lot more.
I feel like
Let me
it'll
think.
win a lot. It'll win everything.
Win Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Anyways, any final thoughts?
I feel like we went everywhere.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think next year, I feel like this is like a wake-up call for me to get into the Oscars more, like, in the now. Yeah, I love looking back at them, though. But I want to get excited. Like, for this upcoming year, I hope there's, like, some things to get excited about. Maybe predict, you know. Maybe record again next year with our predictions. I don't know. Like,
I'd totally be down.
I hope there's some type of fun moment at the Oscars. Maybe someone kisses someone, you know, hopefully consensually. But in that excited moment, you know, a heat of passion. Maybe it's their brother. I don't know. Angelina Jolie's already done it, so it's probably not going to be the same, but we can only hope. Trying to think what else.
Ooh, if Michelle Yeoh wins Best Actress and kisses Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the excitement we need.
Or kisses Cate Blanchett. I think someone should get kissed.
Yeah, period. That's what I'm saying. Oh man, I had another thought too. It's a good one. Damn it.
You had a real good time thinking that?
Yeah, now I'm like thinking about them kissing. No. What were we talking about?
Final thought.
Final thoughts. Oh, Rihanna's performing, right?
What?
I think that was the Super Bowl.
No, I swear.
Is she gonna perform that like Wakanda Forever song?
Yes.
Is it nominated? They're really
Potentially, but I'm just excited for Rihanna to perform. Is that so wrong?
No, I love that.
Yeah, she is. Let's see. For the song,
They really say you cannot say the movie industry and like Hollywood is failing when like the music industry is.
Lift Me Up.
It's nominated?
Yeah, it's nominated.
America has a problem, to quote Beyonce, about music.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I don't know. There's no bops on the radio anymore.
Oh, like it's not like she's not like up there like,
Oh, Nana, what's my name? The Oscars. Oh, Nana. You know.
Yeah, we want to see some, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like, Please Don't Stop the Music.
Yeah. A Rude Boy, my personal favorite Rude song.
Oh my god. She was so great at the
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. I was gonna say that sports thing. Can you tell I watched
The sports Oscars.
the sports Oscars? Everything's the Oscars if you want them to be.
It's true. Even life.
Yeah. Well,
I'd like to thank the Academy.
the same.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yes. Rate, review, and subscribe, and
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.